What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and you're probably thinking, hey, why didn't you just make a Fournette video yesterday? Well, I just didn't feel like it, okay? But you know what? Enough of this Buccaneers talk. All right, I want to know once and for all, is this team actually as good as everyone's hyping it up? If a big free agent hits if a big name hits free agency, you know the Buccaneers are somehow going to sign them. I don't know what their salary cap situation is. It probably isn't too bad because they don't really have, crazy big names outside of their offense, which guys like Godwin are still probably on rookie deals. There's some quote-unquote cheap. I mean, they've got money for at least this season, maybe another one, but the real big shocker to me is I really thought they were going to sign someone like Logan Ryan. They really need the defensive help. Of course, here Logan Ryan's still here, but we're not going to be allowed to sign any of these guys. I feel so bad for Gerald McCoy. Not only is he out for the season, I believe, joining a new team. I forgot to say, but I was thinking about doing a stream tonight, but I am feeling a little tired, a little off. Just sleep schedule's been bad, and I feel like I might be coming down with the sickness. Not that sickness, but maybe take a look at the community tab. If not today, definitely tomorrow. Get my sleep schedule set, and we'll be good to go. Regardless, maybe if you like these types of videos, these experiments, you've been enjoying the content, maybe like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But regardless, let's get on to it. Please, Brady, don't win any Super Bowls. But now the Buccaneers are finally... Oh, hey, Gerald McCoy, you're gone? Oh, that's unfortunate, because now we're going to win a Super Bowl, sucker. But anyways, this is what the roster looks like, of course. This isn't really the Leonard Fournette show, but I get to put him in the title, and hopefully... Oh my god, could you load up? What? There's so much talent, they just can't load it up. Of course, Leonard Fournette is a superstar in this roster. Yeah, that's about it. He's a superstar in this roster. 36, probably going to wear 27, but guess what? I don't really care. Nah, I do care, damn it. Ronald Jones is probably going to change his number because, I mean, Leonard Fournette hasn't been a prolific runner, but he has decent numbers, and he has been better than Ronald Jones, even though we love Ronald Jones. Why is it so slow? Gee, I have an Xbox One X, okay? I'm not like, haha, look at me, I'm like the richest man in the world, but if I have an Xbox One X and this is how long it's taking, GG to anyone with a regular PS4 or a regular Xbox One. I mean, I salute you, okay? I salute you. But I will say, this Leonard Fournette move, it's a very cheap move, if I'm not mistaken, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I suppose they didn't really have a true power back in, well, I don't even know if you want to really call Leonard Fournette a true power back. He doesn't really play that way, in my opinion. Like, he's a big guy that kind of tries to avoid contact, at least from what I've watched. But Ronald Jones, LaShawn McCoy, they've had some names here. It's not like their running back situation was great, and it's not like it's super improved here. The depth is there, but the true number one talent isn't really improved too much for Leonard Fournette being there. But, I thought maybe if you're going to spend any more of your cap, probably would have went a corner, right? Like, you've got some up-and-coming names with Murphy Bunting and Carlton Davis, but maybe a safety, maybe a corner. I don't know. I just feel like they could have went elsewhere. But still, you look at this roster, and it's actually pretty solid. Maybe we should have just turned this into a real rebuild. But I just want to see what happens with this roster. Maybe 1 season, 2 seasons, we'll see. Because I think this team could last at least 2 seasons. But let's play until at least Tom Brady retires. We'll do a real rebuild of this team later on. But for right now, this is what we're going to do. All right, now, once again, this is not a rebuild. However, I'm going to make the obvious signings for this team. Shaquille Barrett seems like a guy that's going to be here long-term. They took a chance on him, and not a big chance, and he exceeded, just tenfold. Levante David, if he doesn't already have a contract, he's going to get one because he is one of the best linebackers in the league, and he just never gets the freaking credit for it. Gronk, that would be a tag, I think. I think he'd be more inclined to do a 2-year rather than a 4-year, especially with Brady not going to be lasting that long. Godwin, he'll get a 5-year deal probably. Probably a cheaper than that, but still it's going to be a good one. Leonard Fournette, he's playing really well for us. I looked at the stats. So, honestly, he probably would get this 5-year, 33.5 is completely fair. And then the rest we're going to let the AI work with. I don't know what you do with Sue. And then Gronk, once again, I think that's a tag. All right, going to the playoffs. Now, there may be some Twitter memes in here because 7-8-1. You always seen those memes where it was like 8-8, 6-10, even after you see all these signings. Like, but it is what it is. That's just the way it's going to be. That's just year one, though, so we have at least another year with Brady, I would imagine. You know, I'm pretty sure they at this point, EA's like, you know what, we're just going to automatically leave Brady in for 1 year, special coding just for this man. Of course, this is why we signed Leonard Fournette. He had a really, really good season. Godwin had a really good season. That's an X factor for sure. Mike Evans, solid season. Gronk, pretty solid season considering tight ends, you know, numbers these days. Looking at the defensive side of things, this is probably where you went wrong. Sack totals, 14 for Sue. I mean, I don't know what the numbers were themselves, but, I mean, it looked like a pretty good season just looking at it randomly, you know? Third offensive, 28th D. 28th D. 6 in points for scoring. And then defensively, okay, so it was the defense. Let's take a look at those yearly awards. There might have been some wins here. Cam Newton always on top of the list, basically. 5 for Brady. Offensive Player of the Year for Brady. Defensive Player of the Year. Where the hell is Sue? Did he retire? Is that why? No, he's got to be there still. I don't even know. Who cares? Brady at number 1. Fournette at number 2. Godwin and Mike Evans at 2 and 3. O-line, let's not talk about it. Sue at number 3. And then no one cares about anything else these days. Best kicker. I thought that was like, oh, no, best. The day a Bears kicker wins best kicker is, I don't even know. I don't even want to say anything because it could actually happen. Because they're probably going to kick a lot more field goals and touchdowns this year. I'm sorry, Bears fans. I'm going for everyone. They're like, you really aren't. It was the only team you went for this entire video. Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Once again, we're going to let the AI draft. We're going to let the AI do free agency. This isn't a rebuild. This is a spectating. This is like a cuckold. If you're under the age of 18, because that's the law, don't look it up. No touching, only watch. Looking at the draft, the Buccaneers did decide to go defense in round 1 with pick 14. They get Randall Pruitt, a very, very good draft selection here. Of course, you got to pretty much ignore the development trait this year because it's almost always normal. They also go wide receiver, which is extremely strange, especially how trashy he is. They go running back, which is very strange again. They don't address line. Oh, they do get Jeffrey Wheeler, who is a pass rusher himself. Let's take a look at the development. They don't address line, though, till the round 5. Round 5, really? Star development. I don't feel like the Buccaneers... I mean, it seems like the moment the Buccaneers got Brady, they became a smart organization. They instantly went and attacked the offensive line. It was just strange just how smart all the moves they were making were. But, yeah, AI Buccaneers, EA controlled. It's going to happen, right? You're going to become stupid again. All right, taking a look at the next season, which might be the final season for Brady. Drops super far in overall still. No Godwin upgrade for DevUp, which is kind of rough. Nothing changes on the offense at all. Defensively, Wheeler's the new starter as JPP is dropped to, 4 fingers, 3 fingers, whatever. Corners, no DevUps, but it still looks like a really solid team, and they definitely should make the playoffs. Should have year 1, but I don't know what to tell you there. All right, headed straight to the playoffs. We let the AI work with contracts because I don't think any of the big names are going to be on there, so let the AI work with it. Playoff time. And we're taking forever here. Thank you, EA servers. They do make the playoffs at 9-7, as several teams on this this division did. Very close call. Panthers, losing to the Panthers there. Did that give them a playoff? I did give them a playoff spot. Wow. Okay, that's yeah, you got to not do that. Tom Brady, another pretty decent season, but as far as, even though he is old as hell, as far as this offense goes, people would still be like, really? Couldn't have done even better than that. Leonard Fournette's crushing it. Godwin, another really good season. Mike Evans and Gronk. Gronk's better season, but Mike Evans down season. O-line, the tackles are struggling. Devin White, 143 tackles. Wow. Sack totals are kind of bad. I don't even know how Pruitt got numbers. He's just a backup. If Devin White doesn't go to Superstar, holy crap. 7 picks at linebacker. Carlton Davis with 6 interceptions. And that's pretty much that. Let's take a look at the yearly awards. Apparently Justin Herbert's the MVP. Cam Newton number 2 again. No Buccaneers names there. Defensive Player of the Year, Devin White as expected. Any other wins? Fournette number 2 again. Godwin number 2 again. Devin White. Carlton Davis won a couple awards. Not bad. Of course, I don't have the time. I mean, if we go to the Super Bowl, I'll go in there, but I don't have the time to watch every single one of these games. And they lose instantly. Is that going to be the end of the braid? Niners versus Ravens. Another, what year was that they played? I can't remember. It was recently enough. The Ravens win the game. Is he still here? Is the Tom here? He is. He's like 12 overall, but he's still here. Well, this is looking like... What? Who the hell is he? His name looks like Molchan. Like, it just look... What a stash, man. What a stash. But this looks like it's probably going to be the final year because without Brady, you know, the talk of the town is kind of gone, right? Unless they somehow get another new quarterback that's just as good or at least has a big name, right? So let's go to the draft, see who they draft, and yeah, that's about it. Probably going to go QB, right? All right, that definitely didn't take all day. I do not see a single quarterback on the list, and I also don't see a lot of great players on the list. Once again, any of these guys could have hidden, but probably a low chance that they have hidden. Yeah, this is what we like to call a bust of a draft. I didn't see, you know, first glance, any great players just based on athletic ability. Yeah, I know that's a bad draft. Buccaneers had a bad one here, which is ironic because in real life they had a really good draft. At least on paper, we don't know. You can make all the right smart picks and they could all just be bad players. You never know. Unlike the Packers who made all the wrong picks and likely will all be bad players. That is easily the worst draft I've ever seen as a fan. But this is the Buccaneers video. Can we load so we can see what looks to probably be the final year? I don't think he's going to last much longer than this. 78 overall, 45. It's kind of cool to see him not instantly go, though. No. I'm dictating this one. This guy is the key to victory. That, without a doubt, that guy's the key to victory. Of course, got some upgrading to do. Devin White did not go to Superstar. Wow, that's... I mean, I don't know what else you need from him to go to Superstar. As far as after the upgrades go, the team is an 86 overall, 89-0, 89 defense. I'll tell you what, this is one of those teams that are very, very easy to rebuild. If we actually were using this team, we would have probably won a Super Bowl in year 2. I'm just going to be honest, but that's not the point because obviously we kind of have, you know, extended knowledge that AI doesn't. AI is still going to make some pretty stupid mistakes when it comes to signing and drafting, so it wouldn't really be fair for us to make those moves. Even the re-signing you can kind of make is, you kind of argue that we had a little bit of an advantage. Not much, but for the most part, this is all CPU. All right, here we go. Week 17. And the Buccaneers go 7-9. I will say at one point this team was 2-5, so they did have a decent run there. You can see here's the 2-5. Then they won 3 in a row, lost 2 in a row, 1-1, lost 2, 1-1. Basically, honestly, if we're going to be legit, I think this is exposing EA for choosing the specific teams to do well. I know that this whole Buccaneers kind of run of the league free agency wise did kind of happen early, but I think this is just another example of EA coding the obvious teams like the Chiefs and, you know, the Ravens, Packers, the teams that already did well and have decent talent to do well in the game, because there's just no reason why this team, another 143 from White, there's just no reason that this team shouldn't be making the playoffs consistently in Sim, and they just aren't. Like, the Panthers are 10-6. The Panthers are the worst team in the division now. Like, it's not even a question. Well, maybe it is a question. The Falcons, it depends on what kind of Falcons team shows up and if there's injuries or not, but I don't know. I don't understand why the Buccaneers are doing so bad here. No reason to show awards. If Brady's gone, that's where we're going to call it. I think that's your chance. Brady is the chance for the Buccaneers. That's one of the biggest question marks they've had over the years is obviously QB. Packers versus Browns. I don't know why. I mean, the Browns do have that team, but once again, the Browns are one of the teams that always gets sim luck as well. And the Browns are the ones that win. Is Brady still here? Brady's still here, so we're going to go for one more year. But do we see... no, Evans just got replaced by overall, not by... It wasn't a dev thing. Levante David's like, you're not going to Gerald McCoy me. Not today. Sean Davis, I don't even know when he got star development. Don't even know when he started. But congrats, man. Regressed and got star. What an accomplishment. I don't remember seeing this team signing any free agents either, and we obviously have free agent signing on AI. All right, draft recap. Pick 11. They go for a cornerback. Not a bad decision, although he is normal development, so kind of a yikes there. Looking at free safety. Once again, where is O-line? Where is QB? I mean, they grab Billy Patterson, who's got a kind of cool name, kind of rooting for him. A round 4 QB. Your QB's 45, and you go for round 4 QB. He's like, yeah, maybe it'll last another 5 years. Who knows? Maybe you'll just set the bar so high that nobody will ever even come close. Right, here we go, 86 overall team. The final, I mean, if Brady lasts another year, this is some sort of voodoo magic. But Brady, 76 overall. He's how old now? 40. Oh, never mind. He's not 45. He's 46. Still manageable stats. 88 throw power, 89 deep. The irony. 94 play action. Break sack is... Why would his break sack be 61? I would imagine that is higher than some players in the league, which is just not true. Tom Brady will not break a sack. He doesn't even try to. Like, you can't even have a decent break sack if you don't even try to, you know? Come on now, EA. That's a little bit... I know you're probably thinking, what is he complaining about? 61. It's like, yeah, but 61 is still pretty high. I've seen quarterbacks in the 60s that actually at least try to break the sack instead of just giving themselves up. Boy, is this a strange one. You'll see in a moment. Okay, the team did choke it a bit, but 11-5. They started out 8-1. They lost the first game, won 8 in a row, lost 3 in a row, won 1, lost 1, won the last 2. Good clutch winning at the end there, in fairness. 76 overall Brady, they go 11-5. They finally have a great season when he's at a 76. You can't tell me it's not based on names. 4,700 yards, 40 touchdowns, 9 picks at a 76 overall. Leonard Fournette has one of his worst seasons on the team, but definitely still a really good team. Nothing bad at all. Just, you know, when you've had really good seasons, and even then, it's just a good season. Okay, leave me alone. Really good receiving season, probably the best since this whole team came together. Defensively, obviously, there's some age concerns, but still good enough to get the job done this season. And let's take a look at those awards. Cam Newton on the Jaguars. I don't know who EA loves more, Tom Brady or Cam Newton. Jesus, Cam Newton's a freaking god no matter where he goes. Tom Brady wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, not a rookie, Player of the Year, QB of the Year. Fournette number 2 at wide receiver again. Godwin finally gets to number 1. Looking at D-line, no. Number 2 DB. So this team did win quite a bit of awards, or got close to on a few of them. So definitely some Pro Bowl players. Final season, they win against the Seahawks in the divisional against the Vikings. Their sim luck is usually bad. This could be another win. It is not. Let's take a look at that performance, see who lost them the game, as this is going to be the final season without a doubt. There's no question about it. Brady threw a pick, no touchdowns. He kind of failed the team. Leonard Fournette was okay, but you know, they just didn't look good on offense, which is obviously what you expect the Buccaneers to be good on if they are this season. And obviously this is many seasons down the line. Hell, Fairburn tried to give them a chance, and it still wasn't enough. He missed 2 of his field goals, and they still couldn't take advantage. Let's take a look at who wins the Super Bowl here, and that is going to be it. No doubt about it. Jaguars versus the Vikings. Is Cam going to win a Jaguar Super Bowl? He will. Wow. And as we expected, Tom Brady is gone. Let's make sure he did retire, though. Ooh, Gronk got to Superstar X Factor. A little late because he has already regressed a decent bit. If it would have happened like year 1, you could keep him for ages if the regression's the same for tight ends as it was last year. Somehow Devin White never got to Superstar, which is a damn shame. But yeah, this team kind of underachieved. The final season is the one that they actually did their best, but they underachieved the whole damn way, and that ultimately was just the downfall of this team, which is, oh, shocker. Levante David, Ian, Tom Brady retire. 24 years. Jesus, man. Please don't. Please don't. But anyways, that is going to be the video. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the Buccaneers' results. You think this is going to be a one-year wonder team where they actually might go all the way or very close to, and then the team disbands the next season? Or do you think this could be like a dynasty even? Like, it very well could be. This team could win 2 Super Bowls back-to-back. You never know. That offense is sick. They've got, they still got draft capital. They've got cap, I would assume. They can at least get it done this season and probably have enough for at least another one. That would be heartbreaking to me if they won back-to-back Super Bowls. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to be it from me. I was going to do a stream, but I don't know. Take a look at the community tab. I'm kind of feeling off today. Definitely tomorrow, if not, though. So regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. That was a little bad, but, whatever.